Greetings everyone. Today we are excited to present Ecoloop, an innovative solution focused on promoting sustainability through smarter waste management. Ecoloop Nepal, from household waste to healthy harvest, a circular waste to resource social enterprise for Kathmandu Valley, turning organic waste into vermicompost, which is using earthworms to convert organic waste into fertilizers. And second phase is biogas production and selling of farm fresh produces, turning Kathmandu's waste problem into farmers' solution. So Ecoloop basically uh, collects household waste from ward level and processes into vermicompost and biogas, closing the loop between the city's waste crisis and declining farmland fertilizers. So 600 tons of organic waste generated in daily basis of Kathmandu is collected from the vehicles and converted into fertilizers using vermicompost. There are three diverse revenue streams for Reliance, which is compost manure, biogas, and vegetable supplied to the local markets. The estimated phase one capital is 5 to 10 lakhs with a period of 12 to 18 months. Problems and one shared root cause. So 600 tons of waste is generated daily in Kathmandu Valley. Most of it organic and poorly segregated at source despite a clear legal mandate. 50%, roughly 28 to 29 billion, is spent subsidizing imported chemical fertilizer, yet farmers still face annual shortage as there is shortage of organic fertilizers in the market. Supreme Court Mandamus 2026 directs all tier of government to build a coordinated, sustainable waste management system, creating pressures and opportunity. The Solid Waste Management Act 2011 requires households to segregate biodegradable waste and opens the door for private sector and NGO delivered a direct legal opening. Ecoloop is built to fill, turning a mm, liability to organic input. Nepali agriculture is structurally sort of one connected, not a single stage service. So Ecoloop works in a connected loop, which is the process of making and collecting waste from local levels. Unlike other local waste services or stand-alone composting units, Ecoloop treats collection, process, cultivate, and sells the um, compost manure, biogas, and vegetables produced in the farmlands, which is the revenue of the business.
Now I will talk about the SWOT analysis and lean canvas of our business Ecoloop. SWOT analysis first. Let's look at the strengths. One of the biggest strength is that Ecoloop has a complete system. We collect organic waste, turn it into compost, and then use the compost to grow vegetables. This creates a closed loop process where waste becomes a useful product. Another strength is that we have five different sources of income, so the business does not only depend on one product or service. We also have good relationships with local ward offices and farmers. These partnerships help us to collect waste and sell our products more easily. Now, let's talk about the weaknesses. At the beginning, many of our activities are manual and require a lot of labor. This means we need more workers and more time. And the weakness is that in the first phase, we may depend on grants or outside funding, and this money is not always guaranteed. Also, Ecoloop is a new brand, so many customers may not know us yet, and we need time to build trust and become well known. Next are the opportunities. The government is supporting better waste management and sustainable farming, which creates a good uh, environmental environment for our business. There is also a shortage of affordable fertilizers, so many farmers are looking for better alternatives. This increases the demand of our organic fertilizers. Another opportunity is that after proving our success, we can expand it into more wards and municipalities in the future. Finally, the threats. One major challenge is that chemical fertilizers are heavily subsidized, so they are often cheaper than organic products. Another challenge is that many people are not used to separating their waste. Changing habits take time and public awareness. Finally, if our business becomes successful, other companies or even Kathmandu metropolitan city may copy the same idea, creating more competitions. Uh, Now I will explain our link canvas. So, Kathmandu produces more than 600 tons of organic waste every day. Most of this waste is not properly separated. At the same time, farmland is becoming less healthy and farmers struggle to find affordable organic fertilizers. One solution is we collect organic waste directly from households, then process it using vermicomposting, where earthworms turn waste into nutrient-rich compost. In the second phase, we also plan to produce biogas from organic waste. Finally, we use our compost to grow organic vegetables, creating a complete recycling system. Our unique value is that Ecoloop turns waste into valuable resources. Instead of sending organic waste to landfills, we transform it into compost that improves soil and supports sustainable farming. This process uses no chemical input and also supports the community and government goal for cleaner cities. Finally, our unfair advantage is that Ecoloop has strong partnerships with local ward offices, which makes waste collection easier. We also produce our own vermicompost, giving us better quality control and lower costs. Most importantly, we have built trust with farmers, NGOs, and government organizations, and these relationships are difficult for competitors to copy.
Hello everyone, this is Nigesh. On this slide, I will explain the products that Ecoloop offers. Our first and main product is organic compost and vermicompost. We collect organic household waste and convert it into nutrient-rich compost. This compost is sold to farmers, nurseries, and house gardeners as a natural and affordable alternative to chemical fertilizers. Our second product is fresh organic vegetables. These vegetables are grown using the compost we produce ourselves. This not only demonstrates the quality of our compost but also provides customers with healthy chemical-free vegetables while building trust in our brand. As the business expands, we plan to introduce our third product in phase 2, which is biogas. Organic waste that has already been processed will be used to generate clean cooking fuel. Along with proper branding and packaging, this will create an additional revenue stream and ensure that almost all collected waste is utilized efficiently. So, talking about feasibility study, now this slide shows our roadmap from planning to implementation. The first step is to establish ward level waste collection and composting units so that household can easily dispose of waste and we can collect consistent supply of raw materials. The second step is to expand our production's capacity by increasing vermicompost production and setting up biogas facilities as demand grows. Third, we will supply fresh organic vegetables to local market at competitive price using our own compost, creating an integrated and sustainable business model. Our fourth goal is to achieve operational break-even within 12 to 18 months after launch by maintaining steady sales and efficient operations. Finally, once the business becomes stable, we will move into phase 2, where we will expand biogas production and introduce formal branding and packaging to strengthen our market presence. Now, these slides explain how Ecoloop's business model connects waste suppliers with customers. On the left side are our waste suppliers, which are mainly households, family, Families separate their organic waste and it is collected regularly from each ward. This waste becomes the raw material for producing compost and biogas instead of ending up in a landfills. On the right side are our customers, including farmers, nurseries, restaurants, hotels, and municipal organizations. These customers purchase our compost, fresh vegetables, and eventually biogas, creating value from what our previously considered waste. To reach these customers, we will use several marketing channels, including partnership with ward office, direct farm visit and product demonstrations, local markets and weekly hearts, social media and word of mouth promotions are, as well as referrals from NGOs and agriculture department.
Greetings everyone, this is Sejal Subedi. So on this slide, I'll explain how Ecoloop generates income and manages the costs. So Ecoloop has five revenue streams, which makes the business financially stable. This includes selling vermicompost, biogas, organic vegetables, and receiving NGO or government grants. Having multiple sources of income reduces the risk of depending on just one product. The business also has two main type of cost. Around 35 to 40% is spent on production activities like waste collection, composting, packaging, and quality testing, and another is 45 to 50%. It goes toward operating expenses such as staff salaries, transportation, rent, training, and administration. To launch phase one, Ecoloop requires an estimated NPR 5 to 10 lakh for equipment, vehicles, composting beds, and other startup expenses. So, talking about this slide, it highlights the market opportunity for Ecoloop. Kathmandu Valley has a large potential market of around 4.13 million people, including farmers, households, restaurants, and institutions that can either supply organic waste or buy Ecoloop's product. The business will first start with a pilot project with one ward. Once the model is successful, it will gradually expand to other wards across the valley. This step by step approach helps reduce risk while allowing the business to grow sustainably. As Ecoloop expands and builds more partnerships with ward offices, it expects 50 to 75% revenue growth in the second year. Now, moving on to next slide. This slide explains Ecoloop's financial plan. The business expects a monthly fixed operating costs of around NPR 1,50,000 to cover all expenses and become profitable. It needs to generate approximately NPR 2,30,000 to 2,80,000 in monthly revenue. Ecoloop aims to reach break-even within 12 to 18 months, although the fastest possible timeline is 8 to 12 months. So overall, Ecoloop's financial plan focuses on steady, sustainable growth while creating both environmental and economic benefits for Kathmandu Valley. Thank you.
So we compared Ecoloop with four existing alternatives to show our competitive advantage. Unlike KMC waste services, we don't just collect waste, we convert it into valuable organic compost. Compared to the chemical fertilizers, our product supports long-term soil health without harmful effects. And unlike commercial organic brands, our compost is affordable and designed for local farmers. Finally, we formalize the work of informal waste pickers by providing training, fair wages, and safer working conditions. Overall, Ecoloop stand out by combining environmental sustainability, social impact, and affordability in one business model. Ecoloop is designed to remain resilient even during challenges. If funding is delayed, we reduce non-essential cost. If contamination increases, we strengthen waste segregation and community awareness.
If demand falls, we diversify into biogas and recyclable materials. At the same time, we are committed to ethical practices, including fair wages, safe working conditions, responsible resource use, and transparent communication. In conclusion, Ecoloop is a sustainable social enterprise that reduces waste, improves soil health, create local employment, and delivers long-term value for both the community and the environment. So, thank you guys.